Alrighty, so this time it's GameStop. Everybody knows it. No one really goes there anymore. So what's wrong with GameStop? Well, a couple years been going by. We know the same thing over and over again. They're not doing so well. So what's going on now? Well, stay tuned. So GameStop hasn't been doing so good in the last couple of years, and they're countless videos of GameStop becoming the next Toys R Us pretty much. And so GameStop stock got a net loss of freaking $100 million. I mean, god damn. And when it comes to yearly earnings, GameStop says that they're not giving out their actual yearly earnings, and I wonder why. And when you hear a company not showing their annual earnings, that means it's really bad. Pretty much, it's bad. They're and GameStop excuses that the new CEO starting on April 15, 2019. So they're not showing their annual quarter, and not because their shares are dropping faster than Soldier Boy's consoles. No, it's not because of that. It's because they got a new CEO, not because they're doing bad. Nope. They're not lying. They're not. No. Of course they're lying. Oh, no siree. And GameStop is doing so damn well. And let's be real. Of course, whenever a company, writes out about something bad, they're gonna do everything in their power to sound really good. So, I mean, obviously, but it's so obvious now. Everybody knows it. They can lie, and everybody knows they're blatantly lying. So, I mean, so they took, everything in their power to pretty much look positive in this grim light, pretty much. So why is GameStop doing bad every year compared to today in 2019? Well, I'll explain. GameStop's bread and butter has always been used games, and in the last couple of years, everything is going digital. I mean, a good tell sign is Xbox making cheaper Xbox with no disc drives in this coming year. Well, they say it's supposed to come out this year, but it's going to be downloadable content only. So in other words, you got a freaking Xbox, it doesn't have the drive, so the disc drive, so you're pretty much stuck with downloadable content. So if you got a CD, your homie got a CD, you're like, let's go play some Madden. Well, guess what? Sorry, buddy. Your ass needs to go buy a CD console, or you need to go re-download it and buy the game again. And with companies giving you extra things for buying games on digitally and not physical, it's probably hurting the company as well. So you guys remember, right? Oh, pre-order today, download game and get exclusive content. Yeah, people aren't gonna go to GameStop and buy it anymore. And I mean, in the last couple of years, you can see GameStop really trying to look at other investments and in the store, like game merchandise and clothing. And it's to the point that the store is the new Hot Topic store with merchandise and small section stuff, and there's like an Oppo phones area. It's weird. So let's be real. You can go to GameStop. They have that like special, 70% off. Nobody wants to buy. Then you got that little small section with like 3 freaking cheap Oppo phones. Then you got that section with like used games, but no one buys them, still from Xbox. See, people still, I mean, I ain't hating, there's still some good games, but it's in the point that you'll see, you'll buy a used item, and you almost know if you bought a controller that's used there, someone returned it because it's broken. I remember getting a freaking controller. I'm like, oh, cool, $20 cheaper. Hell yeah. Go home, and the right trigger keeps getting stuck. Something always. Or they'll trade in games with that freaking ring scratch from the 360s days. Now, and Xbox One still gets them till today. What's the first thing happens? Damn. You get home, you're like, that's your scratch. You come back. Oh, we can't give you your money back, but we'll get your GameStop credit. I mean, their bread and butter was freaking games, like trading games. I mean, you'll buy a $60 freaking game, you'll trade it in, they'll give you $20 for it, and then go resell it for $5 cheaper because it's open, and sell it as good as new. It's like, dang. So yeah, I mean, it's so blatantly obvious. I mean, it sucks, You got Toys R Us, my childhood. Now you got GameStop, my childhood. But that's how it rolls. My son ain't gonna know how life was a couple years ago, but that's how it is. Oh well. So, if you like my rambling, like and subscribe. I'll see you in the next one. Peace. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell, eh? Yeah, that one.